M-Pesa has been a revolutionary product in the financial services sector in Kenya. Stick around if you want to learn more about this mobile money payment solution and some of its biggest successes and failures. Please subscribe to our channel if you find this content helpful, and hit the bell notification so you can never miss out of our future videos. M-Pesa started out in March 2007 under the leadership of Michael Joseph. When it was starting out, the business case showed that the system would only have 350,000 users in its first year. Comparing this to the 22.5 million subscribers that the system has driven in just over 12 years shows M-Pesa's tremendous success in the country. Today, M-Pesa's market share in the Kenyan mobile money industry lies at approximately 78%. M-Pesa started out as a system for microfinance institutions to disperse and repay loans for the unbanked population. As a side note, we should note that in early 2007, Kenya still had a very small proportion of its population accessing bank accounts before mobile money payment became the giant industry it is today. What initially was a system for microfinance loans repayments actually changed to a mobile payment system where people could send money from one person to another in mid-2006 before the launch. This was after the initial pilot tests showed that there was huge potential in developing a system for people working in urban centers to send money back to their rural homes. In order to succeed, the M-Pesa team had to invest $10 million in the first year to ensure it had a strong network of agents. Their target was that M-Pesa users could access an agent within every 200 meters. Today, you can access an M-Pesa agent within as little as 5 to 10 meters in most areas. One of the great successes of M-Pesa is driving person-to-person transactions to the tune of billions of shillings. On average, more than $150,000, or 15 million shillings, is transacted every minute on the mobile money platform. This is almost 25% of what is transacted using Western Union globally. The second success of M-Pesa is on revolutionizing the banking sector in Kenya. Before M-Pesa, a very small proportion of the Kenyan population was banked. Today, Kenya boasts one of the highest access to banking in the world. On average, 75% or 8 out of every 10 Kenyans have access to a bank, either through a bank or mobile money accounts. This is above the global average of 62%. The third and an incredibly important segment of M-Pesa's success is in revolutionizing consumer-to-business payments. Due to M-Pesa's wide acceptance and adoption in the country, many businesses have adopted the Lipa na M-Pesa system to drive cashless payments. In a recent video by Richard Quest, he showed how M-Pesa is accepted in all stores, including by street vendors. Utility bill payments such as electricity, water, and other services such as internet subscription can all be paid through M-Pesa. M-Pesa has also partnered with many worldwide providers such as AliExpress, Amazon, PayPal, and Western Union to drive e-commerce. Many employers of casual laborers also use M-Pesa as their mode of payment because it offers a bulk disbursement feature where the employer can pay their workers quickly using the mobile money payment system. Safaricom has also implemented M-Pesa as their way of paying dividends to shareholders since the year 2008 as M-Pesa was gaining popularity and traction. One last success of M-Pesa that we cannot fail to mention is in revolutionizing access to other services such as microfinance loans and betting. These two industries are thriving in Kenya because of the wide acceptance of M-Pesa. Digital lending apps such as Tala, Branch, M-Shwari, and KCB M-Pesa have succeeded as a result of M-Pesa. These apps take the user's M-Pesa transaction history and use this to assess the borrower's limit and use M-Pesa to disburse the loans once approved. They also offer M-Pesa as their primary mode of payment for the mobile loans. Betting has also been greatly facilitated by M-Pesa since the bettors can deposit into their betting accounts or withdraw from their betting account with ease using mobile money. M-Pesa has also had several failures. The first and possibly the most notable one is that M-Pesa has failed to gain traction in other countries outside Kenya. Experts have attributed this to the peculiarity of the Kenyan population and social nuances that promoted their use of mobile money earlier on when it was launched. For example, in South Africa, Vodacom announced plans to scrap the M-Pesa service in 2016. This was because 6 years after introducing the service, it has still failed to gain more than 1 million users necessary to go viral. In India as well, M-Pesa is not as successful as Vodacom had hoped despite the fintech environment being ready for adoption of mobile payment services. The second failure is in adoption of services such as M-Pesa One Tap. M-Pesa One Tap was meant to be an easier and faster way for consumers to pay for goods through M-Pesa. However, this system is hardly even remembered by those who have used it, pointing at its failure to drive early adoption. One other important failure of M-Pesa is in curbing transaction fraud. Lots of Safaricom users receive fraudulent messages from con artists claiming to have sent money to the user's account wrongly, then requesting the user to send them back the money. When the user sends back the con artist the money, they end up losing their hard-earned cash. In other instances, the con artists call the user and identify themselves as agents of a bank or even the mobile money company, in this case, Safaricom, upon which they ask questions such as the user's national identification number and even their PIN code. They then use this info to withdraw the funds in the user's M-Pesa wallet. We have an interesting idea based on Reddit's karma-based point system that can help to tackle this issue, and we will discuss this in our next video. Keep an eye out for that video. M-Pesa recognizes these fraudulent transactions as a big concern in the country, and in a recent press release, they announced the launch of a fraud intelligence solution to assist financial institutions to curb fraud incidences. So there you have it. These are the key successes and failure of Kenya's premier mobile money payment solution, M-Pesa, and thank you very much for watching. Leave a comment below on other successes and failures that we may have missed out on, and please remember to subscribe to our channel so that you don't miss out on future videos. Oh, and do give us a comment on our new Mr. Voice. Do you like it, or should we revert back to the old voiceovers?